Having better conversations in English is actually not just about learning more topics and needing to know more vocabulary, right? It's actually about being able to talk about the basics, the things that you do in your everyday life with depth and flexibility, right? Something I really teach my students is how to stretch their stories, right? Because so many people are actually overlooking things that could turn into interesting conversations and allow for people to get to know you and for you to talk about things that you genuinely care about. But we overlook it because we think it's too boring or too simple, right? And then people think that they need to keep learning more and more and more advanced vocabulary to have better conversations, when actually you just need to learn how to talk about things with more detail, right? Depth and flexibility, I think, is the measure of fluency more so than really advanced vocabulary, right? Being able to talk about things with detail, with interest, with depth, that is where fluency lives, okay? Something I teach all of my students to be able to do this is use question words as a way to structure your answers. Who, what, why, where, when, right? Answer these questions yourself and give that information. That will always help you go into more detail with things. So for example, if somebody asks, what did you do today? And you just went to the gym and that's it. So many people would say, oh, nothing, I just went to the gym, as if like that's like a really boring thing, right? And you overlook it, but the conversation is there, right? So what did you do? How did it feel? Why did you like or dislike it? So that could then turn into, oh, I went to the gym today, it was leg day, I almost didn't go, but I felt so good afterwards. And I'm always really proud of myself when I stay consistent, because naturally I'm a little bit lazy and my initial feeling is want to skip it, but when I go, I feel great and it sets me up for a good day. That can turn into conversation. That is something people can relate to. That is something that people might ask you questions about. Oh, how do you stay consistent? I really struggle to stay consistent with things, right? You can go into that. That becomes a conversation. Don't overlook it. Another example could be like, I just ate dinner, right? Eating a meal. People overlook it as if it's just like the most boring part of your day. I love to talk about food. I don't think it's the most boring part of the day, right? I want to know, what are you eating? What do you like? What are you inspired by? Where do you get your recipe ideas from? So instead of, I just had dinner, what did you eat? How did you cook it? Who did you eat with? Where did you get the idea from? That could turn into, I had curry for dinner. I tried a new recipe that I saw on TikTok actually. It turned out really great and my husband loved it. The natural follow-up question would be, oh my God, what recipe? Like, I want to know, I want to see it. And that would turn into a conversation, right? So don't overlook the basics.